Hi, I'm Mike Kelley, and we're about to travel into a new dimension, a dimension of not only sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a land so wonderful, its boundaries are limited only by your imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a signpost up ahead. So here we are within the inner confines of the Stonehead Nature Preserve, down here in Salt Creek, relaxing late in the afternoon. And as president of the Stonehead Conservancy, I'd like to officially welcome you to come here sometime and enjoy it. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it so that, well, that's what I've been asked to do. So here we are. But the Stonehead Nature Preserve actually started in about 2009. That's when I had some wetland improvements done here, and I had 6 separate little ponded areas put in with levees to retain water. And I was just calling it a Stonehead Nature Preserve and inviting friends to come out here and hike around and stuff like that. So it was just a word of mouth type thing. So I hope you enjoy our new sign there, because I consider those first 11 years a soft opening, but now it's it's a little more legitimized in the eyes of the public with that sign. And sign's not done yet. It'll have a stone base, and at that time I'll let you know who the nice donor was there to make that happen. But anyway, I'm just going to take you on a little tour of the place here, and then you can decide for yourself what you want to do about it. Now we've moved on to Katy Creek. It's an intermittent flowing creek on the preserve that has created this deep ravine. Along its far bank traverses the Bottomland Trail. But it's an interesting place. A lot of these trees along the bank have wonderful collections of moss, and it just makes for good photography and things. But what do we have here? Looks like one of the wee forest folk that has been thought to inhabit this area for centuries. Now we've moved on to an interesting rock formation in an unnamed tributary. I recently discovered it while mushroom hunting a couple weeks ago, and it doesn't have a trail to it yet or anything like that, but it will, I think, someday, and I'll let you discover it on yourself in the meantime. But what do we have here? Looks like somebody's put a tacky looking mermaid there. But when I was here a couple weeks ago, it was water was flowing down that little rock formation, and I thought, I need to bring a lawn chair here sometime and sit here and just kind of think about nature and things like that. It's a good spot. Now we've moved on to another little area we call Maidenhair Meadow. It's a little clearing in a grove of cedar trees. There are no maidenhair ferns here, but that name just seemed like it had a nice ring to it. But it does feature a carpet of poverty oats grass that looks like it's getting ready to go to seed now. And we have an art piece there, ceramically designed by Robert Pulley, and it looks like it has a little butterfly weed there. But it has a nice stone table. You can sit here in some chairs and just think about the meaning of it all. Now I'm sitting on a bench on a trail leading to the Spirit Shrine. You can see a baptismal font there for whatever reason. But we have a nice moss stone-lined trail that winds around, and then it culminates into the Spirit Shrine itself, which is a columbarium housing DNA of those wishing to someday become one with nature in the ultimate sense. But I know I'll be there someday, and hopefully others will join me. But it overlooks Salt Creek and the Zimmerman wetland bird habitat beyond, and once the leaves are down, it really, the view opens up and it's quite spectacular. The final stop along our journey finds us at the deck at Cedar Slope. It's an elevated area above the Salt Creek Valley floor that is just a nice place to take it all in. I'm aware I didn't use this time to spend, discussing what some of the Stonehead Conservancy conservation efforts are, but rest assured that we're doing all we can to combat the alien species that we're all aware of, and we'll just continue the good fight, as I know you will too. I would like to leave you with one final thought. I know in my opening monologue, the parody and with Twilight Zone, it talked about entering a dimension of the mind. Well, how that pertains to this is that, nature is what you make of it. It's what you want it to be. It's what you choose to think. The same thing with areas like this dedicated to nature. One man's weed might be another man's native wildflower just waiting to be photographed in admiration. But nature lovers are the truly lucky ones, because we get it, and the thing about nature is it's all around, which means it's everywhere when we need it. And eventually we all do need it.